The beginning of everything is God. Give thanks to God. Welcome to Becoming Ready. This show is not about shortcuts or quick money hacks or hustling like my people call it. It's about understanding yourself, understanding the world, and positioning yourself to thrive in the systems that already exist. Because before wealth, there's mindset, there's clarity about leadership and responsibilities. And that is what we are exploring today. So many people chase wealth without asking the fundamental questions. What is wealth really? Wealth is not just money. Wealth is influence, power, and freedom to navigate these systems effectively. And to do that, your mindset have to shift. You need to stop seeing the world as unjust, unfair. We need to understand that leadership exists not to hurt you, but because these structures need guidance. Because your goal is not to overthrow leadership, or your goal is to understand it. Leadership systems are everywhere. Corporations, government, communities, even social groups. Leaders guide, they enforce rules, they reward compliance, and manage conflict. But almost everyone just follow leaders without understanding the structure. They do not understand why he is the leader. You just understand that the leader needs to be followed. If you want to really become wealthy, you need to understand the structure. You need to step back and ask, okay, who benefits from this system? Who decided the rules? And how do reward and penalties flow? When you see the structure clearly, you stop being a passive participant. Now you start being an active player in the game. You fix yourself inside the system instead of blaming it. Now, let's talk about language and morality. You have probably heard that good comes from God and evil comes from devil. But the way I deconstruct these things, I see that the ancient ones, they recognize evil. They can't touch it, but they could recognize who was responsible for the harm. So hence the evil. In other words, there is no devil in the background orchestrating things. Oh no, there's all people, systems, and choices are responsible. Understanding that responsibility exists inside you and inside the system, and that changes everything. It changes how you think, how you operate, and at the end of the day, how you accumulate wealth. So, what does this mean for you? What can you take from these videos? You observe the systems around you. You learn how power and reward flow. You study leadership, not to rebel against it, but to please yourself. And thirdly, you have to own responsibility. Don't blame the luck, the devil, or circumstances. Wealth only flows to people who act in the system with clarity. Mindset is not fluff, it's not bullshit. It's important. It's the key. It's the foundation. Everything. This is just first step. I can't say everything in one video because I don't want it to be too long. But we've talked about leadership, responsibility, and mindset. Next time, we will explore how to recognize opportunities inside the system and how to take action without losing yourself. Remember, worth does not come from fighting the system or rebelling against the system. It comes from understanding it and understanding yourself. I am Ayomide, go by the name King Cruz. I make music, I make good music. I'm a songwriter. But I feel nobody is talking about this subject enough. I'm gonna stop here. I'll drop in another episode. I want to leave you with one word. The world is specialists, not serial hustlers. You need to pick a skill and you become special at it.